Hello South Morling, it's Maia Eden here again. I'm your patina artist for 2020 and today I'm going to show you the puppets, the avatar puppets that I've made, and I'm going to show you how to make them, and I'm going to tell you a few other things about how it's going to work this year. First of all, thank you for your drawings. It was really great to see them and be inspired by those. I also did some of my own research and it was very exciting. I don't know about you, but I found it really interesting looking at all the really amazing clothes that they wore in Georgian times. Not everyone, of course. So I would say at this point that one of the silver linings to doing the project, the Patina project like this year, is that you have creative freedom over your design. So you can choose colour, design, any Georgian elements that you particularly like or stood out for you, use those. You don't have to make it exactly as I do. I'm just giving you an idea of what I did. I did go a little bit crazy because I just loved it. There were so many amazing outfits, it was hard to choose. So first of all, I just want to say I'll give you a list of materials, but I need you to make sure that you have you're with an adult or have adult permission to make these, because you will be using scissors and glue. And just ask for help if you need it as well. So just be careful, be safe, and be prepared. Get all your work stuff ready. So first of all, I'm going to show you the puppets, the avatars. So this is the gentleman, woohoo, with these big hair and his flouncy sleeves, that's just scrunched up bits of paper, and his legs, white legs. Yes, I happen to have some gold paper lying around, but you could use tin foil for that, for the details. So wait till you see this. I did go a bit crazy on this one. Ta-da! This is the lady. And yes, she has a ship on her head, and I will tell you why soon. Now you'll notice on these I don't have a face. It's up to you if you want to do the features or not. They're quite hard to get right, I find, so I thought I just wouldn't bother. I'm sure you can do that if you want to, and you can paint their faces and their features on there. But I'll show you why I chose a ship. It wasn't just random. There was someone who had a ship on her head. But I thought I'd just quickly go through my sketchbook, show you some of the ideas, some of the drawings that you sent in. There's the woman with the ship on her head. I love that. To make the ship shape, just sketch lots of shapes that you're happy with. Make sure you can cut it out, because you are going to have to cut it out. And thank you for your drawings. The hair there you can see, just scrunched up paper on cardboard. And right, so I'm going to tell you what materials you need. So you need newspaper, cardboard, cereal packet, trimmed, keep the bits on the side, toilet roll tube. You can make as many avatars as you like. I've just got one here. Toilet rolls, scissors, masking tape if you have it, or sellotape. A stapler if you're alive, but again check with an adult. Glue stick, optional. Paintbrush. Also have some colourful pieces of magazine that I use that for the Georgian dress. Some paint if you have it, it's not essential. And we'll get started. So first of all, get some tape ready, just like we would if we were doing willow. We always get our tape ready first, so have a few pieces of tape ready on your desk. I've got mine ready. And I'm going to show you how to make the arms and legs. So you get a sheet of newspaper, this is Sussex Express. Scrunch it up like that, twist and tape. So you twist and tape in the middle, twist and tape, do that all the way down, and do the tape at a helter-skelter. It's like a helter-skelter, it goes down like that. That sounds a bit funny, but you know what I mean if you do it. So you put the tape on the side and you twist it down like a helter-skelter. Leave a bit at one end so that you can tape that to the inside of the body. So you do 3 of those if you're making the man, 1 if you're making the woman, and you'll end up with 3 pieces like this. If you're using sellotape, don't use quite as much sellotape, because what you're going to do, maybe just use 3 pieces either side. You need to have a gap in between, because you're going to do paper mache if you're using sellotape. You get, oh, that's the other thing, you need some PVA glue mixed with water, half and half-ish, till it's runny, not too runny, not too thick. Paint the glue on there, paint a bit on one side of the newspaper, stick it on. You're going to get your messy hands here. Wrap it round all the way down there. That's if you're using sellotape. You don't actually need to do that, but you can. It also makes the doll last longer if you do want to do that. So for the head, scrunch up a ball of newspaper, scrunch up a sheet of newspaper into a ball rather, tape it, and keep taping it until you have a decent ball shape. Then get another piece of newspaper, scrunch it over the top and leave a bit down the bottom for the neck. Don't make it too thick. Twist it, tape it and leave a bit at the end. It doesn't have to be that big. Trim it a little bit, and that's going to be how you attach the head. You get a nice shape there. Again, if you want to, you can do paper mache over the top, but you don't have to. Sculpt it with your fingers so there's no air bubbles. Next, I'm going to show you how to assemble it. So if you're doing the lady, this is not how you do it, but if you're doing the man with your legs and arms, you're going to attach the head. If you're allowed to, use a stapler and some tape as well. Make it nice and secure, bit down the back. Same again with the legs. Staple or tape across those so they're nice and secure. And for the man, if you're making the man and you want him to have different coloured legs, you can do whatever you like. Do some research on that. The picture that I chose, he had white legs, so I didn't. He had white tights on, so I didn't paint or do anything. But you could use magazine covers and do the same thing, paper mache, round the legs and have fancy legs. To attach the arms, for the lady, don't do this until later. This is just the man, the male one I'm showing you at the moment. So first of all, once you've done, attach the arms and the legs and the head, close it up, and again, if you can, staple, tape, make it nice and secure, then get your arm and attach to the back, a little bit, maybe about 1 centimetre from the neck, tape again. And the way to make the tape strong is to do down, 2 downward and 2 across the tape that you put on. And if you want to, you could even add some paper mache, small pieces of paper mache to make that really rigid. And you'll end up with this. If you want to put a stick on the back, we'll do that later. Okay, so the male one. So I'm going to do the hair first. It's very simple actually. Cereal packet. This one had a white side. If it doesn't, it doesn't really matter because you're going to stick things on it. So what you're going to do, can you see? It's just scrunched up pieces of paper. You could use newspaper and paint it white because they wore these amazing big white wigs. Check it out. You could do a different shape. Have a look at the shapes and draw out the shape that you want. That's the shape that I use. You cut it out. Cut out that shape, scrunch up pieces of paper, and you're going to get your PVA, paint it onto the card and stick until you've completely covered that shape, like that, and then go over the top. I actually stapled a couple of these as well, so you can do that too, and then go over the top. You can use tissue paper as well if you have tissue paper. Which brings me to his arms, which is the same for the lady's arms actually as well. So for the arms you've got tissue paper. You could use newspaper, which I'm going to show you with newspaper, but I used white tissue. and you tape, scrunch, tape, scrunch, tape, scrunch. So you have one long bit sticking there, then you put another piece further up. The same the other side, so you end up with these nice pretty lacy bits. For the ladies one, you need to cover her arms. I use parts of this magazine. You need to paper mache some strips of colourful paper. Again, paint that, paint your arm, paint the strip, helter-skelter, wrap and cover that whole piece. And then you will have to go back over your paper mache and squeeze and sculpt that on until it sticks. The coat for the gentleman is actually fairly straightforward. Make it it's just got to be slightly wider than your tube because it's going to wrap round his body. Again, choose your design. You can be really creative with the designs. This is painted, a sheet of painted blue paper. It can be any colour you like, doesn't have to be blue. And then I added some gold bits, but I thought you could paint designs. Check out, do some research. I put some little bits of cut out pieces of magazine there. So you're going to do two shapes. One is for the front, one is for the back. That's the back shape, like that. And the front shape is exactly the same, but you cut out a triangle for the front. So put those, it's just paper. You're not using card for that, that was just to demonstrate. So that, if you're going to paint before and drawn after and cut out. And that is paper mached onto the body. So I've actually painted a little bit of the body blue as well underneath. And to stick it to the body, you need to paper mache. So get your glue and your brush and white paint on the glue down the arms, down the body. This should be the back actually, but I'm showing you the front. And then glue it to your model. You'll probably have to smooth that a bit with your fingers. So you're gluing it, you're paper mashing that to the body. Once your hair's dry, you're going to stick this on to the head. A little curve there. I've got a curve of toilet roll tube and attach it there to the back and tape it to the head. And tape it across as well, that'd be nice and rigid. And I think that is it. His legs, just bend up his feet. You could make buckles as well. They wore lots of buckles and fancy things on their shoes. So the lady is slightly more complicated. So to make the hat, you're going to cut out two shapes, same shapes, in card, but to do that, make sure you find the shape you're happy with. I did lots of sketches to get the one I'm happy with. Simplify it so you can cut it out. Mine was overly complicated. And then you're going to decorate that however you want. I only painted the bottom bit, you can do the rest however you want to. And then attach at the either end either by tape and paint over the tape or staple it. Now, her skirt is attached, so I'm going to show you how to make the bit underneath that makes that lovely shape for her skirt. It's a bit like a bracelet with a cardboard bracelet with some cardboard on the top. So you need your cereal packet card and the Lewes tube for her body. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw a circle which is about 12 to 15 centimetres. It doesn't really matter if it's bigger, it just means her skirt will be wider. Draw a big circle, catch that like that. And you're going to cut a smaller, draw around that circle in your cardboard, and you're going to cut out triangles like that, poke a hole through and cut from the middle out. Poke just through the hole. That's that's her body. And then fold the triangles up and tape those. Tape the top ones all the way around at the bottom. Make sure that's flush, not sticking up like that. Then what you're going to do, this isn't going to work well because I haven't taped that. You're going to bend that over and you're going to attach a strip of card underneath, staple or tape, whichever you like, remember to check with an adult, underneath, so it looks a bit like a bonnet. So you end up with something like that. And that's the shape underneath. Then you're going to get, so do you see that? That's the shape for the huge skirts that they wore, the ladies. So now you're going to get your magazine cover, or maybe you've designed your own piece of paper, you can do that. You've got creative freedom, let your ideas go wild. Have fun. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoy making them. I'll just show you again. And again, you can make them however you want to make them with the Georgian theme. Oh, I forgot to say I put his ruffle on at the end. That's just attached at the very end. Bye bye.